In this lesson, we will learn about static variables and static methods in Java. If we want to have variables that are common to all objects, we can use the static modifier. Fields that have the static modifier in their declaration are called static fields or class variables. They are associated with the class rather than with an object. Every instance of the class shares a class variable. Any object can change the value of a class variable, but class variables can also be manipulated without creating an instance of the class. For example, suppose you want to create a number of students objects and assign each ID beginning with 1 for the first object. This ID number is unique to each object and is therefore an instance variable. At the same time, you need a field to keep track of how many student objects have been created, so that you know what ID to assign to the next one. Such a field is not related to any individual object, but to the class as a whole. For this, you need a class variable such as number of students. Let's see a good example of it. In NetBeans, I will create a new project and I will select Java with and then Java application and then next. I will name the project student and then click on finish. In our student class, I will add first name, private, string, first name, and then private, string, private, string, last name, and then we will have ID, private, private, int, ID, and to keep track of number of students, private, static, int, number of students. This is our class variable which will be shared by all the objects. So, and now I'm just gonna implement student constructor. We can use student constructor to set the ID instance variable and increment the number of students class variable. So whenever we create a new student object, then number of student will be incremented. Public student, and then we will pass in first name and string, last name and string. Oh, that's all I got in there. And then over here we need to set instance variable first name equals to first name. Now this is set now. This dot last name, and then its value set to last name. and we will set id's value to increment of number of students. I will also add another function which will return our id public int get id, and over here return id return. The Java programming language supports static methods as well as static variables. Static methods, which have the static modifier in their declaration, should be invoked with the class name without the need for creating an instance of the class. For example, if we create a function which is static, for example, we can add a static method to the student class to access the number of students static field public over here. Public static int get number of students. Here we just need to return number of students. Now we have this static method. We can call this static method by just using the class name that is student. Then over here we can do get number of students. For example, I'm just giving the example how you can call this static method by just the class name and then without creating an object of a class. I'm going to remove this main function from here. I will create another test class where I'm going to initialize a couple of student objects and then get the number of students. I will create a new class in this package, student test, and add the main function in this class just to make thing more readable and easy to test. Over here I will create a few student objects. Student s1 equals to new student. It takes first name and a last name. And I'm going to create another student. Over here should be like this. Student. Now we have two students created. I can also call this class function get number of students by its class name. So I'm just gonna print system dot out dot println and call that static function see student dot get number of students and see if it gives us right number of students we created. Just gonna run this program. We can see in the output it done as two because two students we created, two object of students we created. We call the students static method get number of students. Let's add another or create another student object. Now just run it again. Now we have three in output, so we have three students created. I hope you like this video. For more programming videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep supporting us. Thank you.